Recording in progress.
On air sign. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Chaska Human Rights Commission meeting for Thursday, June 26th, 2025. First up, we normally do the agenda, the roll call. So, Elise, would you be so kind as to do the roll call for us?
Commissioner Duffy?
Here.
Commissioner Hubbard?
Here.
Commissioner Welvard?
Here.
Commissioner LeSueur?
Here.
Commissioner Me? Commissioner Sandison? Commissioner Gotti? Commissioner Hanan? Chair Carlson.
Here. Thank you, Elise. We have no open forum or guest presentation tonight, but we do have minutes to take a look at from May 22nd, 2025. And if you've had a chance to take a look at them, if there are any changes, corrections, additions, or deletions, now would be the time to share those. If not, I would welcome a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the May 22nd minutes.
Seconded.
Motion made by Jen, seconded by Ren. Are there any other questions? Having heard none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Of approval? Opposed? Thank you. The treasurer's report. Can you give us an update, Elise, please?
Certainly, Chair and Commissioners, you will see here, since our last meeting, we ordered the t-shirts that were given out at Pride for tie-dyeing. And then we also secured the booth for River City Days. And then you will see a line item for supplies for Pride as well. And then the remaining Pride budget, that is based on the $2,000 that was approved at the March meeting. We still have several invoices kind of left to come in. We got to pay for the ice cream, pay for the face painter. I have a few other supply items that we purchased toward the event. So they are not reflected here, but we will get it updated. You will be under that $1,100 that are remaining for the Pride celebration. So what we'll do is we'll finalize that for the next meeting, and then anything not spent, we will put that back in the budget for you.
That's great. Are there any questions? Having heard none, let's move on to our business portion of our meeting tonight. And I think we'll jump right to 6C, which is the Pride celebration. And I would just like to congratulate and thank the committee of Jennifer, Elise, Kevin, for putting forth a wonderful, outstanding Pride picnic. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen the pictures on Carver County Local News.
Elise is going to show us some. I sent her some.
Oh,
so.
And Elise is going to show us some.
But I don't know if she's ready yet, so
okay,
we
so
can talk about it.
Keep talking, and then when I get on, I'll share my screen.
It happened to be the hottest day of the year, just in case you guys didn't know that. It was the hottest day of the year.
What was it, 100 degrees?
I think it was 101.
I think the heat index was 108.
Yeah, it was
Broke a
hot.
record.
It broke a record. But it was our 5th annual event at McKnight Park. It was a wonderful event. We sponsored with Parks and Recreation Department, and we had, I think, just a wide variety of family activities and some informational booths that were part of the Chaska Parks and Recreation, Carver County Mental Health, Carver County Public Health, a trio of churches. I think that's significant. So Shepherd of the Hill, Chaska Moravian, and Crown of Glory all joined us there and had some great activities. In fact, one of the churches, I'm not sure which one, did rock painting. Others had some great stickers and
Big bubbles.
Big bubbles, and of course lots of treats. So that was terrific. Sweet Salon and Barbershop out of Chanhassen, they've been back with us, I think this is their third year, I think. Our friends at Carver County Pride joined us, and Chaska Public Library provided information. Of course, I think the highlight of the event was the incredible tie-dyed Pride T-shirt collection. Our T-shirts said, "Oh, here we go." I should say bead classes or bead making things. Beads, I think, or
I think
our friends at Chaska County or Carver County Pride, Sarah and Nico.
That was Ruby. She was there in her beautiful dress.
Okay, I don't know who Ruby is, but hey,
She just made the rounds at the park. It was
Okay.
a lot of fun.
Jennifer and a person from, that you know.
Yeah, he lives in a different town. A lot of these pictures are heavily of people I know because I sent them to Elise, so I apologize that there's a lot
But
of
he was
me
the
there.
first in line for ice cream, I can just
Yes.
tell you that. The GSA from District 112 High School, Chaska High School, gave us this wonderful art project, Creatures of the Sea. And so what you see here are images of people decorating the creatures of the sea, and they will be somehow either glued or affixed to these wonderful panels that were hand-painted. They're muslin painted.
we have some other close-ups.
Our great Parks and Recreation staff.
That's Carver County Mental Health,
Mental health, thank you.
and that's their booth more. Public Health,
Yeah.
that's Shepherd of the Hill volunteers. They brought the big bubbles. That's my family. That's the rock painting with Chaska Moravian Church and some of their volunteers. And that's more of Chaska Moravian.
And a little bit of Crown of Glory.
A little bit, yeah. There's a picture of the whole gang from Crown of Glory coming up there. And Pastor Reggie was there from Crown of Glory. The other two churches are without a permanent pastor right now, so it was great to have Pastor Reggie there to kind of represent the clergy of these churches that work together. That's more Chaska Moravian, more rock painting.
Ah, yes.
That's Sweet Salon, and they did the things that were hanging on the string right by them. Yeah, that was some glitter hair extensions that people could come and get put in their hair, kind of to add some bling or
And you know,
flair.
I should have done that. That's what we needed on a hot day.
Yeah, and they had stickers and all kinds of fun stuff there.
Well, I think born bead making, right?
Yeah, that's more bead making.
The tie-dye.
Yes, and a huge shout out to Gracia and Nancy, who worked tirelessly at the tie-dye this year. They were both from Latino Voices, and they helped us out manning that. And I think they're professional tie-dyers. They did such a great job.
They did. There's our T-shirts.
Oh, that guy had fabulous socks. That's why I took his picture. That's our DJ Minivan Dad, Zach.
Who is
and
also a member of the Parks and Recreation,
the Parks Commission. I
Parks
think.
Commission. That's the team.
We even got Elise in there. That's just kind of a shot of people enjoying themselves. Sarah and Greg. There's the ice cream soup that we had. It was well received, even though it melted quickly. People were happy to have some cold ice cream that day.
Our outstanding Krista Mark, right?
Yep.
Mark she's with the communications department here for the city of Chaska. She stood there and filled the tie-dye bottles, I don't know, 100 times. It seemed like 100 times. I know because I cleaned up all the tie-dye bottles, and I thought to myself, what a hero she was.
That's me and Mary from Latino Voices.
There's sea creature coloring, I think. There you can really see the sea creature back panel. Now the panels are small enough, we'll be able to take them to River City Days, we'll be able to take them to the art area at the community center. They're more mobile rather than the very large mural, so they did a great job.
And there's 4 different panels. I mean, they're about the size of a picnic table at the park. So we can put up all of them somewhere, or we can split it up if we're out of space. So that's kind of nice. Well, that was face painting. Sophia's great work. That's Luca. That's Kevin's little guy. It was his first Pride. And that's their family picture. And that's my niece enjoying her ice cream. Kevin reading a story. Oh, Lucy Ream was there. She went around, talked to people, enjoyed herself. This is a picture with Randy, who is, do you remember his last
Lawrence.
name? Randy Lawrence? No. Randy from Lavender Magazine. He used to be the managing editor at Lavender, and he has been coming to Chaska Pride since he found out about it when it was our 2nd year. And he just loves coming out. He said he loves seeing the smaller towns, getting into things, and we were one of the first ones to have a smaller town Pride event rather than go into the Twin Cities. So he makes a point of coming out every year still to visit us, and we're just really happy to see him. That's
Tie-dye. This is Hannah's littlest child.
yeah, those other kids were hers too.
Oh, that's right, they
Yeah.
were. Yes. Latino Voices team. Great volunteers.
And that is it.
Okay,
Great.
so thank you, Elise, for your great assistance in that. Please extend our thanks to Tabitha and to your son Jake for their help. Towards the end, I think we were all kind of wilting just a little bit, and so young arms and hands were most welcome. Again, thanks to Krista and everyone else that was there. I think you hit all of the highlights of all our volunteers that were there. Shout out to Pizza Karma Food Truck and to Mr. Coffee Cart. I know that there was some sustenance provided by them to our attendees over and above ice cream, melted ice cream, so it all worked.
That iced coffee at the coffee cart was probably one of the best things that could have happened that day.
I think it kept you stimulated.
Yes.
And alive and awake. So thank you to our committee and to all the many hands that made Pride a success. Yes.
It was, I thought, a great event. We had over 200 people there on
Great.
the hottest day of the year.
It's amazing.
And, you know, a lot of them stayed for a long time. And so it was really great to see that people were moving around, trying out all the activities, talking to the booths that we had, and I just thought it was a lot of fun. I did get feedback from several people that they were happy it was back at McKnight. They enjoyed it there because it could be spread out. A couple mentioned they liked it there because it was close to a playground, and although it was too hot to go running around too much on the playground, they said, you know, that was something that they appreciated for when it was maybe a little bit cooler. The other thing I was going to ask you, Elise, is did you ever hear from Zendan Yoga?
I did not.
Okay. I didn't either, and I want to reach out to them just to, you know, check in and say they're welcome to stop next year. It would have been hot yoga if we had yoga this year, and that might have been, you know, why they couldn't make it or something. But, you know, I think overall everything just went super.
That's great. It looks fantastic.
We had a good time. So thank you. Which leads into our next big guaranteed hottest weekend in July, which is, I'm turning to my left, Ranenkichi,
Yes,
River City Days.
We meet tomorrow to,
Okay.
yeah, so we will have more details tomorrow. Just any thoughts from the broader group on what works, what doesn't work? Anything that we'd like to try that we've never tried before?
We've had the Jeopardy game the past couple of years. That works, particularly if we can draw people in.
Anything that will get them to come to the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In previous years, we've just handed out literature, which doesn't bring people in.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. It doesn't, but we also handed out fans, so on the hot days, they
Yeah.
would come get the free stuff. I know we bought tumblers, correct? For River City Days this year to
Yeah.
hand out.
So
I was hoping to partner
and the
to fill it
spin
out, but,
thing
yeah,
has
we do
been
have that.
repaired.
Yes.
So if you remember the spinner,
Spun forever.
yes,
She had it fixed.
That's good.
So it should stop.
What is the spinner?
it sits on a stand and you spin it and it goes round and round and round and then it stops. And you can label the, what are those little triangles?
With the-
I know, I'm sure that there's an official name for that size triangle.
Wedges. They're
Wedges, thank you. Wedges, so that you can get a piece of candy, or you can get one of our swag merch items, or you can get, what else? Yeah, that's it.
In other, as I've been thinking about this, in other events, we had previously talked about some type of interactive opportunity for people to talk about what an inclusive Chaska looks like to them. But we've never, I don't know that we've ever done anything like that.
We've done something like that one year where we had people write on a paper, and then everyone just had, you know, like a word cloud
Yeah.
of what they liked to see in Chaska and what they liked about Chaska. And I was gonna say at the Pride event, one of the booths, when you spun the wheel, then you asked a question or answered a question before you got whatever was on the wheel.
Oh, okay.
And so, I mean, it was just things like, you know, it doesn't even have to do with whatever, you know, whatever our booth is, but it would be nice. But just saying things like, you know, what makes you feel like you belong? Or, you know, how can you be a good friend? Or something, depending on the age of the person, you can kind
You're
of
right.
just have them answer questions. And if you want to, you can keep a list and that, you know, or have them write it down or something.
Yeah, okay. That might be a little safer than an open-ended, but I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud of ways that we can make it interactive for people. But
I do have a large speaker that has lights built into it.
Oh, okay.
It's, the microphone is not wireless, it's corded.
Yeah,
You can use that
okay.
if you choose.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about the Jeopardy game. If we were gonna do that again, if we had access to a microphone, or something to amplify, because we can probably always draw some people in, but it'd be fun to have it.
Yeah, it's really only like the 8 people that are there get to see it, right?
Exactly.
Versus if it was louder, you could draw more people in.
And I do
Right.
have 4 wireless mics. Like, if it's the speakers, Bluetooth,
Yes.
Oh.
it is. Or else I do have a Bluetooth speaker as well. But
This one's, I don't know, it's on wheels. I can bring it,
Wheels,
and you want
okay.
to use it, you can.
Okay, that's
Don't.
Okay.
Okay, so you're meeting tomorrow.
Yes,
You'll keep us posted through Elise as to what you need, when
Yep.
you need us, when
Yep.
to sign up,
yep,
all of those things.
yes.
Okay,
Before our next meeting, because usually our next meeting is like the day before
Yeah.
that's right. It
starts,
will be,
so,
right.
Yeah.
So make sure we're all here.
okay, deal.
Get us to commit.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we'll wait to see if you need anything.
We
Okay.
will need people there, but,
Yes,
so,
yeah. Cultural Heritage Month is our next one. I've sent a message to, Britt is on that, and we're looking forward to seeing Britt next month. But we'll be talking about our cultural heritage activity. Kevin Wright will be our staff liaison, and so we'll get together with Kevin and start talking about that. Indigenous peoples recognition. According to my list, I don't think we had anybody sign up for that. But I did write myself a note to ask, can we have an update on City Square Park?
We can get you an update for next month. I'll put that on the agenda.
Great, thank you. If you've been downtown Chaska, you've probably seen the fencing, the repairs going on at the gazebo. I think there might be some more recognition with the Indian mounds there, so that's good. Veteran acknowledgement, Martin, any updates?
We're getting there, so we'll have more closer to, I think, August when school starts up again.
Okay,
We plan on partnering with one of the local schools.
community outreach.
I don't have an update. no.
Okay. And the only other item for new business, or old business, excuse me, is our banner update,
I do not have an update for you.
okay? Let's see, City Square Park.
Do we think we will have a banner before River City Days, a new one?
I don't think we'll be able to get one, but you have your new tablecloth, which has your logo
Oh,
on
okay.
it.
Right.
So
Okay,
you should be able to display that pretty prominently.
okay.
What's the banner? It should be.
It has
just
the
the
old
design.
logo,
Oh.
Like a pull-up banner we had talked about that you'd be able to put off to the side.
Okay, any new business?
doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound like it. In fact, we're all kind of quiet on the new business. Okay, well, so, Chaska Communications have any new business for us? No, it just says that.
Well, we do have, the Family Resource Center is going to be at the Chaska Moravian Church.
Okay, I don't know if that came across to all of you, but the Chaska, A Better Society is partnering with others in the community to have a Resource Center, and it's going to be at the Chaska Moravian Church. Thank you to the congregation and the elders of the Chaska Moravian Church to support that effort.
They will be starting, just getting started in July, getting into the building and kind of making a calendar of different activities and events that they will host. So I would think next month we might have more information about that. Right now it's very new. It hasn't really even started yet, but it's an exciting new development in our city.
It'll be great. Great addition. So the voice from above, are there any other new announcements?
No, that's the main one.
Thank you, Kevin. So although we just finished with our June Pride celebration, I wanted to talk a little bit about what July is. And July is our Disability Pride Month. And we never really recognized the disability community or the community of individuals that have disabilities, which include sensory, emotional, they're non-visible, neurodiversity, and physical. I read an interesting statistic about people with disabilities, and that at one point in all of our lives, we may be disabled. We may be considered without all of our faculties, our abilities to move, to think, to talk, to hear, to look, to see. So I thought that was a very interesting observation made by those that do statistics. But it's been 35 years ago since President George H.W. Bush signed the Americans with Disability Act. And this month is always celebrated as the month that challenges us to think about people with disabilities needing to conform to norms to live meaningful lives. And I was encouraged to share with you and to the members of Chaska that disability rights encounter increasing challenges in healthcare, education, employment, public life, and it is important to engage with individuals with disabilities, learn about disability history, rights, and movements, advocate for disability rights and inclusion, and encourage all of us, if possible, to attend the Disability Pride Month events, which here in our cities is sponsored by ARC Minnesota. It'll be on July 17th at the state capitol from 10 until 1 p.m. So there's our belonging moment for the month of July. Is there any other business? It's so great to see you all. I've missed seeing you. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next month and then at Chaska River City Days. I'll call for adjournment.
So moved.
Excellent. All of us say yes.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.